మార్నింగ్ సార్. సార్ సార్ హ్మ్. 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 విద్యా దీవెన ఇండివిజువల్ గారు సర్వీసింగ్స్లో ఫోన్ చేసి చెప్పుకుంటాను. ఆయన ఫోన్ చేసుకుంటున్నా, ఆయన ఫోన్ చేసుకుంటున్నాను. మీరు చేయట్లేదు నేను అంతేగా చేయట్లేదు. పిల్లలు కట్టం మనకి ఎవరేం చేస్తారు. చేయని దాన్ని కూడా చేసుకోండి. మంచిగా వాళ్ళు ఫోన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎంతమంది కడతారో చూద్దాంగా. అర్థమైంది. మంచిదేగా వాళ్ళు ఫోన్ చేసినప్పుడు గడి చెప్పాలి అంతగా. సరే సార్. సెకండ్ వెంకటేష్ మన రోజు 10 మందికి చేస్తూనే ఉన్నాడు. ఇంకా చేసేదిదమ్మా చెప్పండి. ఫోన్ చేద్దాం చెబుతూనే ఉంటుంది రోజు. అదేలే సార్. అదేలే. ఓకే సార్. సార్ అది సెట్ చేస్తాం సార్. డా క్లాస్ అయిపోయాక విద్యార్థి అందరూ పే చేసినట్టేనా సార్? లిస్ట్ అది ఏది నాకు ఇచ్చిన ఫీడ్ జ్యూస్ లిస్ట్ ఇంకే లిస్ట్ లేదు. ఇది మర్చిపోయినా. ఆ ఫీడ్ జ్యూస్ కూడా వాళ్ళేమో ఇప్పుడు కొంతమంది ఏమంటున్నారు, వీళ్ళు మాకు పెండింగే లేదండి, పోయినసారి కంప్లీట్ చేసాము 0 బ్యాలెన్స్, ఇంకా ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఫీజ్ ఏమంటున్నారు. ఆ లిస్ట్ ఇవ్వమంటున్నారు వాళ్ళు. మాకు ఆ లిస్ట్ పెట్టండి, అసలు అప్డేటెడ్ డ్యూస్ లిస్ట్ ఇవ్వండి సార్ అంటారు వాళ్ళు. ఇప్పుడు వేణుగోపాల్ గారికి డ్యూ లేదంట, కోటి గారు కంప్లీట్ చేశాడంట, ప్రమోద్ గారు కంప్లీట్ చేశాడంట. దాంట్లో వాళ్ళు లేదు, 0 లేదు. ఎంతో కొంత అమౌంట్ ఉంది. అరే ఇక్కడ అమౌంట్ ఉంది కదంటే వాళ్ళేమో సార్ ఎట్ట కాదు సార్, మాకు కంప్లీట్ ఒక లిస్ట్ మాకు పెట్టండి సార్, మీ దగ్గర ఉన్న లిస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూసేది మేము చూసుకుంటాం సార్ అందరూ. ఇది పాతలేరా, మీరు పెట్టదన్నారు కదా అని చెప్పి, ఇది పాతలేరా అది కుదరదులే, నేను అప్డేటెడ్ కనుక్కొని చెప్తానులే అంటే వాళ్ళు ఎదురుతున్నారు. సార్ ఒకసారి చూసుకుంటాం సార్ మేము కూడా. అదే అదేలేండి. అదేలే సార్. సరే సార్. క్లాస్ అయిపోయా రెడీ చేస్తుంది. క్లాస్ ఉంది, క్లాస్ తీసుకోలేదు. అది అంటే ఏదో టైప్ చేసుకోవటమే. మరి ఇంకా ల్యాప్టాప్లో ఏమో ఆ టైపింగ్ కూడా కష్టమే. పేపర్ మీద రాసి పంపించడం ఓరకంగా. అదేలే సార్. సరే సార్, నేను క్లాస్ అయిపోయాక సెట్ చేసి పంపిస్తాను బెంగళూరుకి. ఓకే.
Good morning, guys. Are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Voice okay? Screen okay kadandi? Is it okay my screen?
Yes, sir.
Now see, today we are going to see briefly the second layer of the OSI model, that is the data link layer. In the previous classes, we have briefly seen the second unit. We have seen the briefly about the data physical layer, that is transmission media, as well as the data modulation, data multiplexing. We have briefly seen about those things. Now about the physical layer, we have the data link layer is there. In this unit, we are going to see briefly about the data link layer. Before starting off this data link layer, I want to make you one point clear. Actually, this concept, this data link layer concept is a huge concept. It is a large concept, and also it is a mixing of both theory and some problems. Okay, only 30 to 35% it is problematic, and 50 to 60% maximum it is a theoretical concept. That means more theory will be there, but it is not a boring one, interesting one only, but more theory will be there. So you have to keep some patience for listening the concepts. More points will come in every topic, more points will come. Okay. It will be seems like I am reading that point, you are listening that one, but actually that more theory will be there, but it is a interesting one only. If you want to have interest, it is an interesting one. What will happen in the data link layer, what is that concept? But it is a mostly it is a theoretical one, partially it is a problematic one, little bit problematic one. So when we come to the algorithms, they are problematic, so it is a happy to easily we can happily listen the algorithms. Why? Because they are problematic ones. But when we come to earlier concepts, all are theoretical, so the people must be patient to listen those concepts. If we don't listen the theory concept, the problems will not be clear. Okay, for clarification on the algorithms, we must know the basic things. That's why, okay, you need patience in listening this unit. Why? Because it is the mostly theoretical one only. Clear? So now we will come to the third unit, that is the data link layer. See, when we come to the first topic here, one is the data link layer design issues. What are the various issues in the designing of the data link layer? Throughout this unit, we will learn about what are the various issues which are involved in the designing of the data link layer. Clear? See, the data link layer uses the services of physical layer to send and receive bits over communication channels. To transfer the data bits over the communication channels, it will take the service of the physical layer. Whenever data came to the data link layer at the sender side, with the help of physical layer, it will transmit that data received by the data link layer to the other data link layer. To transfer the data from one sender data link layer to receiver data link layer, it will make use of the services of the physical layer. With the help of physical layer, the data link layer will transfer data from sender to receiver. Clear? It has number of functions, it has many works. The major works involved in the data link layer is, okay, it provides a well-defined service interface to the network layer. It provides a service to the network layer. The data link layer will take services of physical layer, and it will provide services to the network layer, above layer, network layer. It will provide services. That is the main functionality of the data link layer is it provides well-defined services to the network layer. Next, it will also deal with the transmission errors along with services to the network layer. It will also deal with the transmission errors. Okay, it will also regulate the flow of data. Okay, these are the major functions of the data link layer. It will provide services to the network layer. That means it will help the network layer to transfer data from one network layer to other network layer, from sending network layer to receiving network layer, to transmit the data. It will help the network layer. That is the one main functionality of the data link layer. Next, it will also deal with data flow of data and the transmission errors. Okay, errors and the flow is also maintained. Flow control and the error control is also the main error control. Error detection handling is also the major responsibilities of the data link layer. Throughout this unit, we will learn only these 3 points: how it is providing services to the network layer, how it is handling the errors, how it is controlling the flow of data. That is the main responsibilities of the data link layer. What are the functionalities of the data link layer means this one. Clear? To accomplish the above goals, whatever the functions given above, to accomplish the above goals, the data link layer take packets from the network layer. As we already know, it will receive data at the sender side. It will receive data packets from network layer, and it will transfer, it will change those packets into frames. Okay, the data link layer will receive the packets from the network layer. It will makes them into frames. It will change the packets into frames. Okay, how it will change the packets into frames? After receiving a packet, it will add a header Taylor to the payload. Payload means here, see here, we are getting one new word, payload. Payload means nothing but the actual data received from above layer is called payload. Payload means original data. Whatever the data received from the above layer, whatever that original data is called a payload. Okay, for whatever the data in the packet, it is called payload. For the payload in the packet, it will add header and the Taylor. Okay, it will form a frame by adding header and Taylor to the payload received from the network layer. That is the main thing it will do. See here, after receiving a packet from the network layer, it will receive a packet. After receiving that one, it will add header and the Taylor. Payload is the actual packet is here is called as payload field. It will add a header and Taylor. Then it will form a frame. From the packet, a frame will be formed. That through the help of physical layer, it will send to the other data link layer. Here again, header and the Taylor will be removed, and the packet will be sent to the network layer. Clear? That is the thing. How packets are converted into the frames. That is the main. These are the, to do the above task, that is to provide services to the network layer, to identify the errors, to control the flow of data. It will change the packets into the frames. First, it will change the packets into frames. Clear? That is briefly what will happen in the network layer. Simply means this is the concept what is going to be happen in the network layer. It provides mainly 3 functions: services to network layer, controlling of the errors, controlling of the flow of data. These are the main tasks done by the data link layer. To complete those tasks, what it will do is it will accept packets from the network layer, and it will change the packets into frames by adding header and the Taylor. It will change the packets into frames to achieve the above 3 functions, that is services to the network layer, next transmission error controlling, flow of data controlling. Clear? That is the thing. Now when we come to the first one, services to the network layer, the first thing we have to see here is the what are the services provided to the network layer, how it is providing services to the network layer. The first concept here we are briefly seeing is the services provided to the network layer. The function of data link layer is to provide services to the network layer. The principal service is గైస్ ఇక్కడ ఒక పాయింట్ కుదరండి. ఇక్కడ అంతా మనకి థియరీ పాయింట్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయండి. నేను పాయింట్ బై పాయింట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తాను. మీకు ఏ పాయింట్ క్లారిటీ లేకపోయినా మళ్ళీ అడగండి. ఇక్కడ అంతా మనకి థియరిటికల్, ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ అంతా థియరీనే ఉంటుంది. ఇలా పాయింట్స్ వైజ్ పాయింట్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఈచ్ పాయింట్. మీకు ఏ పాయింట్ క్లారిటీ లేదన్నా ప్లీజ్ ఆస్క్ మీ. ఓకే, హడావిడి ఏం లేదు, నిదానంగా చెప్పు. మీకు క్లారిటీ ఏం లేని అడగండి. పెండింగ్ లో మాత్రం పెట్టేది, అర్థం కాకపోయినా స్కిప్ చేయొద్దు. So the principal service is the major service in the is the transferring of data from network layer on the source machine to network layer on the destination machine. What is the major service given by among all the services to the network layer? The principal service is transferring of data from network layer of source machine to network layer of destination. That is the major service provided by the data link layer to the network layer. On the source machine, a process in the network layer hands some data to the data link layer. Okay, on the source machine, process will hand over the data packets to the data link layer for transmission to the destination. Okay, here after the packets are received from the network layer, okay, the job of the data link layer is to transmit those data packet bits to the destination machine, to hand over the packets to the network layer of the destination machine. On the server machine, a process in the network layer will hand over the bits to data link layer. This data link layer will transmit those to the data link layer of the receiver machine, whose responsibility is to hand over those data bits back to the network layer. Okay, this process is given in the diagrammatic representation will be like this. Virtually, that means briefly, if you want to say the virtual path will be like this. From the network layer, the virtual list will be path will be like this. From network layer, data will come to data link layer. From this data link layer, it will go to the data link layer of the receiver. From data link layer, it will go to the network layer of the receiver. This is a virtual path. But actually, how it is traveling means actually from network layer, it is coming to data link layer. Data link layer cannot be able to directly send to the data link layer. Through the help of physical layer, it is transmitting the data to the data link layer of next one. Through that one, it is going to the physical layer. Okay, theoretically we are discussing this one. Practically how it is going on, I mean in this way it is going on. Already we know briefly about this physical layer path. So now we are concentrating directly on how from data link layer to data link layer, how the data is going on. So the major service of the service given by the data link layer to the network layer is transmission of data packets from source machine network layer to destination machine network layer. That is the major service which is given by the data link layer to the network layer. This point is most important one. The major service is the transmission of data packets. Clear? The data link layer can be designed to offer various other services also. Along with the data transmission, some other various services also provided by the data link layer. Okay, the actual services offered vary from protocol to protocol. These services may change. Along with the principal service, some additional services are also provided by the data link layer to the network layer. But these services change from protocol to protocol. Based on the protocols we are using, it will change from machine to machine. See, when we come to the what are the other services along with the data transmission, what are the services it is providing to the network layer means three major other services are there. Three major other services are there. That is, the first one is unacknowledged connectionless service, acknowledged connectionless service, acknowledged connection oriented service. These are the additional services provided to the network layer. But out of these three, for every data link layer will not provide all the three. Depending on the protocols we are using, it will provide some of these. One of these services will be given by the data link layer to the network layer, depending on the protocols we are using. So along with the principal service is the data transmission, the other services are unacknowledged connectionless service, acknowledged connectionless service, acknowledged connection oriented service. By seeing the name, can you define what is this unacknowledged connectionless service? Can anyone define this one? What is this unacknowledged connectionless service? ఇది ఆ నేమ్ బేస్ చేసుకోరండి, డిఫైన్ చేయగలరండి. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ అన్ఎక్నాలజ్డ్ కనెక్షన్ లెస్ సర్వీస్ అంటే ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ఫస్ట్ కనెక్షన్ లెస్ సర్వీస్ అంటే ఏంటి? What is meant by that connectionless service?
Through online, sir.
Through online, okay. Connectionless means what? Through online or offline, it is not a matter. What is the connectionless service means? First part, what is simply connectionless service? Connectionless means, yes, exactly, wireless. There is no physical connection between the two machines. Okay. Connectionless service means there is no physical connection between the two machines, there is no physical connection. Okay, only wireless connection will be the unguided transmission media we are going to use. What is this now? Unacknowledged connectionless service. What is this full one? Unacknowledged. Acknowledgement ante meaning endandi? What is meant by acknowledgement? Acknowledgement ante enti manaki? Acknowledgement means గైస్ ఉన్నారా లేరా అసలు ఇందు రిప్లై ఎవరు? అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ అంటే జనరల్ మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? సరే నన్ను స్లైడ్ చదువుకోమంటే కామ్గా చదువుకుంటూ పోతానండి. మీరు ఎవరు రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వకపోతే నాకు కూడా టాపిక్ తొందరగా అయిపోద్ది. వింటున్నారా లేదా అసలు ఉన్నారా లేరా? అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? సి అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ అంటే ఏం లేదండి, రిప్లై. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను మీకు ఏదైనా డేటా మెసేజ్ పంపించానండి, మీరు నాకు రిప్లై ఇస్తారు. ఇప్పుడు మార్నింగ్ నేను క్లాస్ ఉంది 9:50 క్లాస్ అని చెప్పాను. యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ మీ అక్నాలజ్మెంట్, ఓకే సార్ అన్నారు. అంటే మీరు మెసేజ్ చదివినట్టుగా నా మెసేజ్ మీకు రీచ్ అయిందని మీరు నాకు ఏదో ఒక రిప్లై మెసేజ్ పంపిస్తున్నారు. ద రిప్లై మెసేజ్ వీఆర్ సెండింగ్ టు కన్ఫర్మ్ ద మెసేజ్ హ్యాస్ రిసీవ్డ్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అక్నాలజ్మెంట్. whenever we are sending a message from one person another person, delivery reports ఉన్నాయి మన SMS లో, డెలివరీ రిపోర్ట్స్, వాట్సాప్ లో టిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, బ్లూ టిక్స్, దే ఆర్ ద అక్నాలజ్మెంట్. మీకు మెసేజ్ డెలివరీ అయిందా లేదా గ్యారంటీ కోసం సింగిల్ టిక్ విల్ బి గివెన్. మెసేజ్ చదివాడా లేదా గ్యారంటీ కోసం మనకి డబుల్ టిక్స్ విల్ బి, అది అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ అండి. అంటే మీరు నా మెసేజ్ చదవలేదంటే కుదరదు. నేను డబుల్ టిక్స్ బ్లూలో ఉన్నాయంటే మీరు చదివారు అని, ఓపెన్ చేశారు. నేను చూడలేదు సార్ మెసేజ్ అంటే వీ కాంట్ యాక్సెప్ట్ దట్ వన్, అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ అంటాము. ఇక్కడ అన్అక్నాలజ్డ్ కనెక్షన్లెస్ సర్వీస్ అంటే సింప్లీ వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ అన్అక్నాలజ్డ్ కనెక్షన్లెస్ సర్వీస్ మీన్స్ హియర్ దర్ ఈస్ నో ఫిజికల్ కనెక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ ద టూ devices does not have any physical connection. Next, whenever the data frames sent from data link layer of sender machine to data link layer of the receiver machine, okay, the sender machine will send the data frames to the receiver machine, but it don't receive any acknowledgement. That means the sender will not worry whether the data frames are received by the receiver or not, whether they are receiving correctly or not, whether any data frames are lost in the network. It don't consider anything, those things. Okay, in case of unacknowledged connectionless service, okay, the sending machine will send the data frames to the receiving machine, but it don't consider, simply it will send and it will keep calm. It doesn't consider, it don't verify whether the frames are received by the receiver or not, whether any frames are missed or not, whether all the frames are received or not. It don't consider those things. అర్థమైందండి? దట్ ఈస్ ద అన్అక్నాలజ్డ్ కనెక్షన్లెస్ సర్వీస్. ఇస్ ఇట్ ఓకే? బ్రీఫ్లీ.
Yes, sir.
సో ఇక్కడ అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ ఏమీ రాదు. ఇది ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మిమ్మల్ని అందరూ మ్యూట్లో పెట్టేసి నేను పీపీటీ చదువుకుంటూ పోతున్నాను అంటే ప్యూర్లీ వన్ సైడ్. నేను మీకు క్లాస్ చెబుతున్నాను, మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా, స్క్రీన్ కనపడుతుంది, ఇవే కన్సిడర్ చేయకుండా నేనేం చేశానంటే అందరినీ మ్యూట్ చేసేసాను. ఐఎమ్ రీడింగ్ ద స్లైడ్స్, నేను క్లాస్ చెప్పుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోయాను. మధ్యలో అది మ్యూట్లో పడిందా లేదా ఇంకేం నేను పట్టించుకోవట్లేదు. దాన్ని ఏమంటామంటే అన్అక్నాలజ్డ్. ఇంక అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ తీసుకోవట్లేదు, మీకు అర్థం అవుతుందా లేదా, స్క్రీన్ కనపడిందా లేదా, వాయిస్ వస్తుందా లేదా, నథింగ్ ఐఎమ్ కన్సింగ్. నేను క్లాస్ చెప్పాను, అయిపోయింది. దాన్ని ఏమంటాం అన్అక్నాలజ్డ్. మనం ఎలాగో ఇప్పుడు మన డివైజెస్ ఏవి డైరెక్ట్ కనెక్షన్ లేవు అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు యూస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫర్ అన్అక్నాలజ్డ్ కనెక్షన్లెస్ సర్వీస్. వై? బికాస్ వీఆర్ నాట్ కనెక్టెడ్. మన డివైజెస్ ఏవి డైరెక్ట్ కేబుల్తో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు. వీఆర్ కనెక్టెడ్ వైర్లెస్లీ అండ్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో రెస్పాన్స్ ఇస్ రిక్వైర్డ్. The alternative to the second, this one is the acknowledged connectionless service. In this one, what is happening is, here also the connection is a connectionless service only, but here for every frame the sender is sending, it will expect a acknowledgement. It will expect a acknowledgement for every frame it is sending. For example, if the sender is sending 10 frames, Okay, after the 10 frames received by the receiver, the receiver must give 10 acknowledgements. For every frame received by the receiver, it must send back the acknowledgement to guarantee the frame has successfully received. Okay, that concept is called the acknowledged connectionless service. The third one is acknowledged connection oriented service. It is also similar to second one, but here there is a physical connection between the two machines. Okay, guided media is used in the third one, unguided media used in the first and second ones. In the first, in the wireless communication, two possibilities are there. We can use unacknowledged connectionless service or acknowledged connectionless service. In case of connection oriented, we have only one service, that is acknowledged connection oriented service. These are the three major other services which are provided by the data link layer to the this one network layer. Okay, out of these three, every data link layer will not provide all these three services. Depending on the protocol we are using, either it will provide first one or second one or third one, depending on what type of protocols we are going to use. ఒక rough idea వచ్చిందండి on these things. What are this one? Now
Yes,
we will
sir.
briefly see the first one. What is this unacknowledged ones? మనం చెప్పుకునే కొంచెం పాయింట్స్ క్లీన్ గా చూద్దామండి. What about these things అనేది? Unacknowledged connectionless service consists of source machine sending independent frames to the destination machine without having destination machine acknowledge them. Unacknowledged connectionless service consists of having the source machine send independent frames to the destination machine without having the destination machine acknowledge them. Destination machine acknowledge చేయాల్సిన అవసరమే లేదు దానికి. ఇక దీనికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటంటే ఎథర్నెట్ ఈజ్ ఎ గుడ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. మన కాలేజీలో యూజ్ చేసే ల్యాండ్ ఎథర్నెట్ అండి. Ethernet is a good example for the unacknowledged connectionless service. It is a good example. Ethernet is following this service only. Here there is no logical connection between the devices. Okay, before the communication or after the communication, there is no logical connection between the machines. Two machines are not logically connected. Okay, here we are using the unguided media instead of the guided media. So there is no logical or physical connections between the machines before the communication or after the communication. Also there is no logical connections. Here if a frame is lost, what will happen? If a frame is lost due to noise on the line, due to some problems on the transmission media, if the frame is lost, no attempt is made to detect the loss or recover from it. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా ఒకవేళ మరి అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ రాలేదు కదా, ఏమన్నా ఫ్రేమ్ మిస్ అయితే డ్యూ టు సమ్ నాయిస్ ఇంటర్ఫియరెన్స్, ఇఫ్ ఎనీ ఫ్రేమ్ ఇస్ లాస్ట్, నథింగ్ విల్ బి డన్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ ఏమి చేయమండి. ఓకే, సెండింగ్ మెషిన్ విల్ నాట్ కేర్ దట్ వన్. అంటే నేను అందరిని మ్యూట్ చేసి క్లాస్ చెప్పుకుంటూ వెళ్తున్నాను, మధ్యలో మీకు వాయిస్ వినపడలేదు, ఐ డోంట్ కేర్, నేను దాన్ని పట్టించుకోను. ఓకే, మీకు వాయిస్ వినపడలేదు, మ్యూట్లో ఏదైనా కొద్ది, లేదా మీకు ఏదైనా స్క్రీన్ షేర్ కాన్ రావట్లేదు, బ్లర్ అయింది, ఐ డోంట్ కన్సిడర్ దోస్ థింగ్స్. మీకు డేటా మిస్ అయినా పర్లేదు, నేను మాత్రం కంటిన్యూగా వెళ్తూనే ఉంటాను. ఐ డోంట్ కేర్, నా వాయిస్ మీకు పార్ట్స్ కట్ అయ్యి వినపడినా సరే ఐ డోంట్ కేర్, మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేయను. If a frame is lost here, there is no attempt will be made to detect the error, lost frame, or to recover the lost frame. Nothing will be done. Clear? This class of service is appropriate when the error rate is very low, so recovery is left to higher layers. ఈ సర్వీస్ ఎక్కడ వాడతామంటే వేర్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ ఛాన్స్ ఆఫ్ వెరీ లెస్ ఎర్రర్ రేట్. ఏ కమ్యూనికేషన్ లో అయితే డేటా మిస్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ తక్కువ ఉంటాయో అలాంటి చోట్లే we will use this service. This type of service is used in the situation where the error rate is very low. ఇక్కడ మరి ఒకవేళ మిస్ అయిన ఫ్రేమ్స్ యొక్క రికవరీ కేర్ ఎవరు తీసుకుంటారంటే, the recovery of the missed frames is not taken by the data link layer. The above layers will deal with the recovery of the lost frames. మరి మిస్ అయిన డేటా పరిస్థితి ఏంటండి ఇక్కడ అంటే, ఈ సర్వీస్ వాడితే అంటే డేటా లింక్ లేయర్ ఏం కన్సిడర్ చేయదు, మిస్ అయిన డేటా మిస్ అయినట్టే. ఆ 5 layers, ద అబౌవ్ లేయర్స్, నెట్వర్క్ లేయర్, సెషన్ లేయర్, ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్, దే విల్ డీల్ విత్ ద మిస్డ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్. ఆ మిస్ అయిన ఫ్రేమ్స్ ఎలా రికవర్ చేసుకుంటే ఆ టాస్క్ అంతా ఎవరిది అంటే అబౌవ్ లేయర్స్. ద డేటా లింక్ లేయర్ విల్ నాట్ కేర్ అబౌట్ ద మిస్డ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్. ఎనీ miss is there in the frames and list, it don't consider that one. This is briefly the unacknowledged connectionless service. ఇది ఓకేనండి పాయింట్స్. Unacknowledged connectionless service, read those points once. ఓకే అండి పాయింట్స్. మళ్ళీ ఎవరు మాట్లాడరా?
Yes, sir.
అంటే మళ్ళీ అడిగితేనే మాట్లాడతారు, అది మాట్లాడరా? ఎస్ నోను లేదు, చదువుకుంటూ పోతా మరి పోతా నేను కూడా, తొందరగా అయిపోద్ది, చాలా ఉంది తిరిగి అసలే మనం చదవాల్సింది. See, the next one is the acknowledged connectionless service. The first line యొక్క డ్రాబ్యాక్ ఏంటంటే whenever any frames are lost, no attempt is made to recover the lost frames. Okay, so the alternative service is the acknowledged connectionless service. Here also there is no logical connections, but every frame sent is individually acknowledged. Here also we don't have any logical connections between the sending machine and receiving machine, but each frame sent is individually acknowledged. Every frame must be acknowledged. Here the sender knows whether a frame has arrived correctly or lost. In this second one, the sender will know whether a frame has successfully delivered to the receiver or it is lost in the middle. Okay, that will be clearly known by this acknowledged connectionless service. See, if the acknowledgement does not come within a specific time interval, it will be sent again. Here what will happen in this process is, after sending a frame, it will wait for a fixed amount of time to receive the acknowledgement. It will wait for some time. If within a specified time, if the acknowledgement does not came, the sender will feel that receiver does not receive the frame is lost in the middle, and it will retransmit the frame again. Here what is happening in the process is, whenever a frame is sent, it will start timer. Okay, before the timer expires, if the acknowledgement does not came, it will consider that the frame has missed in the middle, so it will do something to resend again. It will resend the frames. That is here what is happening. This service is useful over unreliable channels such as wireless systems. Wi-Fi, okay, మన 802.11 ఇప్పుడు మనం యూస్ చేసే వైఫై ఉందండి, మొబైల్ హాట్స్పాట్స్ 802.11 we are using. It is a good example for this acknowledged connectionless service. This Wi-Fi is using this acknowledged connectionless service. Clear? Is okay. And the second one briefly, what is happening in the second one, acknowledged connectionless service?
Yes, sir.
Here what is happening is, for every frame it must receive the acknowledgement. If within a specified time the acknowledgement does not came, it will treat that frame has lost and it will resend the frame again. That is going on this acknowledged connectionless service. The third one is the acknowledged connection oriented service. It is similar to the second one, but here there is a logical connection is there between the two machines, between the sending machine, receiving machine. Logical connection is there, and the remaining concept is same. Okay, the more sophisticated service the data link layer can provide to the network layer is connection oriented service. More sophisticated means the most best service that is provided by the data link layer to the network layer is connection oriented service. Ikkada connection oriented kabatti direct cable connection is there, so there is a very less chances for the missing of the data. There is a less chance of missing of the data. Okay, here with this service, the source and destination machines establish a connection before data transmission. Before starting of the data transmission, the source and destination machines establish a connection. Each frame sent over the connection is numbered. Okay, every frame sent over that connection is given some numbers called sequence numbers. Sequence numbers are maintained here. Every frame will be given some sequence number. Okay, and the data link layer guarantees that each frame sent is received. Okay, here every frame that is sent by the sending machine is numbered, and the data link layer guarantees that each frame sent is received. Okay, that means by receiving the acknowledgement, it will guarantee that every frame is received. See here what is happening is, how it is giving guarantee that every frame is received means, here it is using the connection oriented. That means there is a direct cable connection is there between the two devices, so the data must travel through the cable only. The data frames has to travel. Since it is traveling through that cable only, there is no very less chances for the missing of the data frames in this connection oriented service. Okay, and also it will guarantee that all frames are received in right order. The connection oriented service will also guarantee that all frames are received in right order. How it is guaranteeing that all frames are received right order means? Why? Because all frames are following the same path. Since it is a connection oriented service, all frames will follow the same path. Frame 1 will travel through the cable, frame 2 will travel through the cable, frame 3 will travel through the cable. So all will, so first frame released will be received first, second frame released will be received for second, third frame will be third one, fourth one will be fourth one. They will go on serial order. Why? Because only one path is there for the frames to travel. So there is a guarantee that all frames are received in right order in case of this connection oriented service. Clear? Here we have these guarantees are there. Okay, first thing is here it will guarantee that every frame is received. The data link layer in this connection oriented service will guarantee that every frame is received. Okay, how it will guarantee means because of the connection oriented service, it will guarantee the frames will not miss, every frame will be received, and also it will guarantee that all the frames are received in correct order. Okay, it will maintain guarantee that all the frames are received in correct order. Why? Because of this connection oriented service. In case of connectionless service, what will happen? The frames will travel in their own directions. Every frame will choose some separate path. In the unguided media, in the air, they will travel in different way directions. Frame 1 may go with 4 minutes. Within 4 minutes, frame 1 may go. Within 2 minutes only, frame 2 may go. Because of the shortest path it has chosen, basing on the path they have chosen, the time disturbances will be there, time gaps will be there in the receiving of the frames. The frames may or may not be received in the correct order in case of connectionless service, but in case of connection oriented service, there is a guarantee is there. Why? Because all frames must have the same path. They have no other way. They have to choose the same path only. The connection oriented service provides network layer process with equivalent to the reliable bit stream. It will provide a reliable bit stream. That means guaranteed bit stream. The connection oriented service will provide the network layer a reliable bit stream. Means it will provide a guaranteed data stream. That means it will guarantee that whatever the data stream released by the network layer will be transferred to the other network layer in the exactly. It will guarantees that one. It will guarantees the data layer bit streams whatever released by the network layer in the sender machine will be exactly received by the data link in the network layer in the receiving machine. That is the thing. So these are the three other services which are provided to the network layer by the data link layer. Here the examples of the third one is telephone circuit. Our telephone lines are using the third connection oriented service. Example for this one is a telephone circuit is an example for this one. See, when connection oriented service is used, okay, the connection oriented service is implemented in three different phases. In three distinct phases, the connection oriented service is used. See, what are those three phases in the connection oriented service is? మనకు తెలిసిన త్రీ phases లో చెప్తున్నాడు వాటిని పాయింట్స్. ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫేజ్ కనెక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్ by initializing variables and counters to keep track of the frames. Okay, in the first phase, connection between the sending machine and the receiving machine will be established. Connection will be established between the sending machine and the receiving machine. At the time of establishing the connection, it will initialize the variables and counters which are required to keep track of frame information. To maintain the keep track of the frame information, required variables and counters will be initialized in the first phase. Clear అండి? మనం ఇందా చెప్పుకున్నట్టుగా ఫ్రేమ్స్ కి సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్స్ ఇవ్వాలి. సో ఓకే, సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్స్ ఇవ్వాలి అంటే ఆ సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్స్ కోసం ఏంటి మనకి వేరియబుల్స్ కావాలి. నెక్స్ట్ అన్ని ఫ్రేమ్స్ రిసీవ్ అయ్యాలి తెలుసుకోవాలి అంటే వీ హ్యావ్ టు కౌంట్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్. ఓకే, దానికోసం వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూస్ సమ్ కౌంటర్స్. ఫ్రేమ్ వెళ్ళిందా లేదా తెలుసుకోవడం కోసం కౌంటర్స్, కౌంటింగ్ కోసం కౌంటర్ వేరియబుల్స్ వాడతాము. ఆ సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్స్ కోసం we will use the additional variables. Whatever the required variables and counters to maintain the frame information, they will be initialized in the first phase at the time of establishment of connection between sending machine and the receiving machine. In the second phase, after the connection is established and the variables are initialized, in the second phase, that actual one or more frames are actually transmitted. The actual transmission of frames is done in the second phase. In the second phase, the frames will be transmitted. In the third phase, what will happen is, in the third and final phase, the connection will be released by releasing the variables, buffers, and other resources used to maintain the connection. In the third phase, the connection will be removed. So the connection between the two devices will be released. The connection will be released by freeing the memory given to the variables, buffers, and other resources that are used in the maintaining of the connection. These are the three phases that are going on in the connection oriented service. In the first phase, connection establishment. In the second phase, transmission of frames. In the third phase, connection release, establishment of connection, releasing of the connection. In the middle, transmission of the frames. So totally, this is the sub concept. What are the services provided by to the network layer? So an important question, not only for external exam, for our basic knowledge, this is an important concept, an important question. What are the services provided to the network layer? Okay, he will ask you simply, what are the services provided by the data link layer to the network layer? See, okay, and three phases, I will discuss again. Three phases. See, when we come to the services provided to the network layer, the major service given by the data link layer to the network layer is, the major service given to the data link layer to the network layer is transmission of data frames is the major service. Okay, see that one. The principal service given by the network layer is, given to the network layer is, the principal service is transferring of data from network layer on the source machine to network layer and destination. This is the main service given by the data link layer to the network layer. The principal service is transferring of data packets from network layer of source machine to network layer of destination. That is a major service. Along with this major service, other services are, three other possible services are there: unacknowledged connectionless service, acknowledged connectionless service, acknowledged connection oriented service. But out of these three, which one will be provided means it depends on the protocols we are using. Okay, basing on the protocols we are using. Okay, some data link layers will provide the first one, some the data link layers will give second one, some will give the third one, basing on the data we are using. Okay, basing on the protocol we are using. So in the unacknowledged connectionless service, there is no connection between the machines, and whenever the data frames are sent, no acknowledgement is received. Example is a Ethernet. Next, when we come to the second one, acknowledged connectionless service, here also there is no connection between the two devices, but whenever data frames are sent, it will receive the acknowledgement. Basing on the acknowledgement, the sender will confirm the frames are successfully received by the receiver. Clear? That is the second one. Here the example is the Wi-Fi is the best example for acknowledged connectionless service. Next one is the connection oriented service, acknowledged connection oriented service. Here there is a physical connection between the sending and device. Some connection will be established between the sending machine and the receiving machine, and also here it will follow the acknowledged data frames. The data frames sent will be receive acknowledgement. Here it is a connection oriented service. Okay, it is similar to the second one, but second one is connectionless service. The third one is a second connection oriented service. Whenever we want to form connection oriented service, the connection oriented service can be implemented in three phases. How connection oriented service can be used means, the connection oriented service can be implemented in three phases. Okay, how, in what are those three phases in the implementation of connection oriented service means, in the first phase, connection is established between the two machines. Okay, that is the phase one. In the phase one, connection is established between the two machines, sending machine and the receiving machine. At the time of establishing the connection, it will do some other work also. What is the additional work it will do along with establishment of connection means, it will initialize the variables and counters that are required to maintain the information of the frames. Whatever the variables and counters that are required to maintain the information of the frames, those variables are also initialized. The variables will be initialized at the time of establishment of connection. That is the first phase. In the second phase, in the first phase, connection is established and also variables are initialized. In the second phase, the data frames are actually transmitted. The data frames are actually transmitted in the second phase. After the transmission is over, in the third phase, the connection will be removed. Whatever the connection established in the first phase will be released in the third phase after the data transmission of frames is over. The data frames transmission is over. It will release the frame. At the time of releasing of the connection, whatever the memory allocated to the variables and counters will be deallocated. Okay, for the memory allocated to the variables and counters which are initialized in the first phase, that memory will be deallocated in the third phase. These are the three phases for the implementation of connection oriented service. మన నెట్వర్క్ లేయర్ లో మళ్ళీ వస్తాయండి కనెక్షన్ ఓరియంటెడ్ సర్వీసెస్, కనెక్షన్లెస్ సర్వీస్. ఈ రెండింటి గురించి మనం డీటెయిల్ గా నెట్వర్క్ లేయర్ లో చదువుకుంటాం. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ కనెక్షన్ ఓరియంటెడ్ సర్వీస్ అండ్ కనెక్షన్లెస్ సర్వీస్. క్లియర్ అండి, దీస్ ఆర్ ద త్రీ phases. This is the briefly about the services to the network layer. What are the services given by the data link layer to the network layer? Is it okay, guys? This one?
Okay, sir.
Okay, tomorrow class we will see briefly how the frames are formed. We will briefly see about the formation of frames. When our packets are received from the network layer, how it is going to form the frames. That framing concept we will see in the tomorrow class. Okay, this is the today's class briefly about the services to the network layer. Clear? Thank you very much. Again, we will meet in the tomorrow class. Okay, Nandi. Okay, guys. Again, we will meet in the next class. ఇవాళ ఎంతమంది వచ్చారండి? 40 members. Okay, thank you.